Hefty Seed Company is proud to sponsor today's Weed of the Week. At Hefty's, you'll always get a great price and solid agronomy information.
We're Hefty's, and we're big on the farm.
Our Weed of the Week is Marestail. Marestail is a winter annual weed that likes to get a start in the fall, and Roundup doesn't kill it.
Well, Roundup does kill some of the plants. It's just not very many anymore, unfortunately. So you're probably going to have to use something other than Roundup. But the thing is, if you're going out and you're using Roundup anyway, to kill all these other weeds, what are you going to throw in with Roundup to stop Marestail?
All right, well, if you're out in corn and you're doing a burn down ahead of planting next spring.
Well, let's talk about right now. I mean, right now, what could you do? Because you just said it's going to probably come up in the fall.
You can do
How do you stop it?
You can do the same things. You can use 2,4-D or you can use dicamba. Now, if you're in the fall, you can certainly use higher rates of 2,4-D. If you're in the spring, then dicamba is going to be your best option. You can burn it down before that crop is planted, and you've got no problems once you get in.
Okay, talking about the dicamba, we've had some Marestail on our farm. Not a tremendous amount. We've usually stopped it, but it shows up more in no-till and strip-till. Conventional tillage, especially in the fall, a lot of times we'll wipe it out, and then you don't have the problem in the spring. But anyway, we've gone out with a full quart of Banville. And I know you might say, whoa, I've never used that higher rate. Well, you know what? You want to kill some of these tough weeds, you're going to have to do some things you don't normally do. And it doesn't cost that much money. What are we talking? 10 bucks an acre? I mean, 12 bucks an acre? It's just not that much money. Just go hammer that stuff in the fall, and then you generally don't have a problem in the spring.
That's a good thing, though, to say, Brian, is in the fall, you can do things you can't get away with in the spring. You can't use some high rates of certain products because you're worried about plant back restrictions. If you're doing it now in the fall, you've got a long time before you're going to plant.
All right, so here's the real challenge. If I'm going to plant a broadleaf crop like soybeans, I can't use 2,4-D, I can't use dicamba in the spring now. What should I use? Let's say that I'm ready to go plant my soybeans and I got Marestail out there. What am I going to spray?
Well, if you're going to do tillage, do it real early. Otherwise, the plants get big and it seems like you just kind of kink them over and you don't really rip them up completely. So if you're going to be using herbicide, I really like Authority MTZ. You can put that right with the Roundup burn down. Even if the Roundup's not effective, you've got Authority and you've got the MTZ portion of that, which is Sencor, that does a nice job.
I like straight sharpen in corn and wheat when I can use higher rates. When I can only use 1 ounce of sharpen, I'm going to have to throw something else with it. I can't use another PPO like Authority with it or Valor, but what I can do is throw some Sencor. So Sencor plus sharpen, that's a pretty good one too.
All right, in crop, first rate is probably your best option if you can get it when it's real small, but you won't because it started in the fall, and by the time your beans are up and you're spraying post-emerge, those Marestail are huge. So be realistic about it. Use some first rate, probably mix some Flex Star with it to try and get some extra kick, but good luck if it gets big in your beans.
Yep, in corn and wheat, not that much problem. We've got several products that will kill it. Again, we come back to the dicamba. Something like Status in corn is fantastic.
Well, that's all for our Weed of the Week Marestail, but Iron Talk is coming up next.